What is up, everybody? I'm back with the old come and see hoodie. This thing is sick. It just says come and see. If you want to know more, you can ask. And then you can come and see. What is up? I am back after a few days doing my videos. And I wanted to talk on this video about painting because I paint houses. I am a painter. People call me Pablo Picasso because I wield a brush like a Pablo Picasso. And people say, dang, he's so good. He's like, come and see, man. Come and see. So I am a painter. I paint houses. That's my vocation in this time of life. I've been painting since 2015. I really enjoy it. I like it. I love to see the beginning and after transformation. I love to go into a house or a place and completely transform and bring life to that place and longevity. And so I enjoy painting. I've been doing it since 2015 and part-time for a few years. And then 2018, I jumped in full-time. And I've been a full-time painter for the past 18, 19, 20, 21, 3-4 years. So I have learned a ton, and I cannot, I'll never go back. I'm ruined, so to speak. I'm ruined for how to paint properly, how to paint the right way, what looks good, what doesn't, what lasts long, what doesn't. And so I'm just, I enjoy it. It's, I know it's something I'm passionate about, and I really like it. And I have seen the gap in the contracting world and the painter world between quality, good, professional painting and efficiency and quickness. And so I'm trying my best to figure out a way and trying to bridge the gap and bring quality, high-end work at an efficient pace, right? That's the goal of any business or any trade, is to do really good work that lasts a long time, that's high-end, but do it at a not quick pace, because there is no such thing as quick with painting. Rule number one about painting: there are no shortcuts with painting. No shortcuts. And rule number two is can't go quick. There's efficiency, there's other stuff, but it is something that you have got to learn patience for. And that was something I learned for the first few years of painting. Is I learned a lot of patience. And one room can take a long time because you're prepping in. Maybe there's a lot of mud work. Maybe there's a lot of taping off that needs to get done. Maybe there's a lot of prepping. And, people say the majority of painting is prepping, is preparation, is masking, covering, bagging, sanding, priming, everything but painting. And then we do a little painting. So mostly a prep, and then I prep places, and then I paint them. That's mostly what I do. So, like I was saying, I really enjoy it. And people either enjoy it or they don't enjoy it. It's either you love it or hate it type of thing. A lot of people hate it. And I like to turn on some music or a podcast or teaching and can just go. And I like to have the vision. I like to go in somewhere and say, oh, I can completely transform this place. I like working with friends, working with people. Ever since I've been painting, I've worked with 3 different businesses, 3 different companies, and they've all been really good buds of mine, really good buds, and amazing friends, lifelong friends, all of them. I worked with Nate Alonji. He taught me how to paint in 2015 and so on, and then I worked with Brothers Painting in Kansas City, and I was with Jesse Fellers and a few others, Caleb and Joe, and just lifelong friends. And then now I'm working with Plaid Painters in Minnesota, and with Luke and Coops and a few others, and lifelong amazing brothers, just brothers. And it's enjoyable. It's so fun to enjoy and have fun with the people I work with. Like that right there is a huge blessing for me. Yes, I enjoy the work. not always. There's mundane times like any other job. There's hard times. There's times I don't want to be there, or don't want to be doing this, or it's hot out, or it's this house really sucks inside, and whatever stuff like that. But in general, I enjoy it, and I really enjoy the people I work with, and so I'm beyond blessed and grateful for that. I did bring the old paintbrush. Let's go. So this is just a purdy brush here, standard 3-inch brush, straight line here. This is just a good purdy brush. It has not soft bristles, not hard or stiff, but kind of a medium bristle that this paintbrush has specifically. It's the blue. And these thicker ones here, see this, about an inch. It holds a lot of paint. There's thinner ones. There's really thick ones for decks or fences or staining or whatever. But this is a typical interior paint your walls house, right? These walls right behind me. Man, this is really challenging. There we go. Painting that wall there. Doing it all backwards. But, yeah. And so some tricks and tips I've learned from painting are, number one, is painting's more than just bringing a new color or a new look to a room or a house or a place. It is bringing longevity, durability, and making it look beautiful. So bringing life, longevity, durability, and a beautiful new look is the goal of painting. That is the goal of painting. It's not just to put a new color on a wall. It's so that new color doesn't fade in a couple years. It's so that new color doesn't ding up and get all full of dents and dings after the first couple months with kids. It's so that color and that wall or that cabinet set or that trim or door or whatever it is, exterior of a house doesn't look horrible after a short amount of time. It's so that thing lasts a while. You're putting on the right product. You're doing the right preparation for that right product. And there's so many different products out there. There's so many different preparation out there for the specific product you're using. It's not all, I'm going to sand with this grit and this door every time and use a different top coat, a different product. No, you got to do certain preparations for certain products you're using. You got to be familiar, and that's the responsibility of a painter, is to know and be familiar with the product you're using. I was not for many years, but over years I've grown and learned. Very thankful for Brothers Painting in Kansas City, as we did high-end jobs, worked on really, really nice houses, and we experimented a lot. They just like to try new paints, try new products, try new stuff, and so I used tons of Benjamin Moore paints, tons of Sherwin-Williams paints, tons of PPG paints, there's a local paint store down there, Spectrum in Kansas City, tons of Spectrum paints, tons of just all kinds of products, all kinds of interior paints, exterior paints, enamels, and it was really beneficial because I got to familiarize myself with the different types of paints and products and how some work, how some don't, how some go on right, certain ways, some don't go on certain ways. Some apply differently, some apply differently. It's profound. Some are thick, some are thin. The consistency of it, is it a thin product, is it a thin paint, is it a thick paint, etc. So, I could talk for a long time about painting because I like it. I'm passionate about it. I recently started my own business, my own painting company, KF Painting, my own LLC, registered with the Secretary of State in Minnesota, and I've enjoyed it. I've only had a few jobs. I'm still working with Plaid Painters, with Luke and Coops, and we'll continue to do that as far as I can see, and hopefully I love working with them. So. But I want to also grow my business too and build a clientele base. And so who knows what the future holds, but I'm just taking on, as my KF Painting business, I'm taking on side jobs, doing stuff on the weekend. If there's a bigger job, I just ask Luke, my boss, if I can have a few days off to go do this side job, and hopefully it all works out. And but otherwise, it's just side jobs and stuff I can do on the weekend or at evenings or whenever, until I build up my business enough. And so it's a good way to start. I feel like I still have a job, but it's a little flexible, and so it's really, I'm really fortunate, really blessed, and I enjoy it. I've liked it so far. I liked interacting with the clients. I've liked to talk with people. I like to build a relationship with people, and I like to connect with people. That's what it's really about at the end of the day. Because painting, for me, the podcast I mentioned I listen to podcasts or teachings or music. A lot of that is worship or worship music, or just the prayer room, or turning on IHOP prayer room, or listening to teachings of Mike Bickle or podcasts or Dave Ramsey or whatever. A lot of it is connecting with God, and that's what it's all about. Even when I'm painting, is connecting with people, connecting with the Father, connecting with the clients. And so that's connecting with the people I work with.